Minnesota's bank account is projected to run up a $1.87 billion surplus over the next 2 years, which will drive calls for new spending, tax cuts, or most likely a mix. The Department of Minnesota Management and Budget provided the figure today in an updated economic forecast. It sets the parameters for upcoming debate over a new 2-year budget that Governor Mark Dayton and the legislature will adopt this spring. The governor says he'll propose tapping the state's larger budget surplus to further his focus on education. Dayton wants a big chunk of the extra money to pay for extended statewide preschool offerings and to offset tuition freezes at state colleges and universities.
So I propose that we invest our collective good fortune in our collective better future, in education and transportation, for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren, and for the generations that will follow. Since we may not have the same opportunities in the years ahead, it's even more important that we make those investments now. My January budget proposal focused on those two principal areas, education and transportation. They will remain my focus in my supplemental budget.
Republican House Speaker Kurt Daudt says he wants at least half of the state's newly projected surplus to go toward tax relief. He would also use some of the money for transportation projects. Daudt says the surplus shows Minnesota government is collecting too much and should lower rates.
Democrats still today, and I'm really disappointed to hear that not only are they going to spend all of this surplus money, but they're still proposing a huge tax increase on Minnesota families in the form of a gas tax. It's a regressive tax, and it really hurts Minnesota families a lot. And I hope that Democrats, and I'm going to challenge the governor and challenge Democrats in the Senate to take this off the table. It doesn't make any logical sense for Senate Democrats and the governor to be proposing a huge tax increase on Minnesota families when Minnesota has a $1.8 billion surplus.
Dayton wants lawmakers to approve a 10-year transportation funding plan that includes a new 6.5% wholesale tax on fuel.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.